As the dust settled on another dramatic PGA Championship, one image captured the essence of the week better than any leaderboard statistic: Scottie Scheffler walking away from Aronimink Golf Club with a smile on his face, despite falling short of contention on Sunday. For the world number one, it wasn't just about trophies or headlines. It was about perspective, professionalism, and preparing for the next challenge waiting around the corner. According to Sean Zak of Golf.com, Scheffler quietly wrapped up his week in a classy fashion. Before leaving the course, he reportedly tipped the locker room staff, packed up his TrackMan equipment, and even gifted signed memorabilia to the local police officer who had accompanied him throughout the tournament as part of his security detail. After all of that, Scheffler climbed into his car and drove away from Aronimink with a relaxed grin, even though he finished tied for 14th instead of lifting the Wanamaker trophy. Moments like these reveal why Scheffler continues to earn respect across the golfing world. Fans often assume that major championships consume every waking thought of elite players, especially those ranked at the very top of the sport. But the reality inside professional golf is much different. Once a tournament ends, players immediately shift their attention toward the next stop on the PGA Tour calendar. There is little time to dwell on missed opportunities, frustrating breaks, or near victories. For Scheffler, the focus now moves toward Texas and the upcoming defense of his title at the CJ Cup Byron Nelson at TPC Craig Ranch. However, the momentum never fully developed. Back-to-back rounds of 1/71 stalled his climb up the leaderboard and left him sitting at just 1 under entering the final round. By the time Championship Sunday arrived, Scheffler found himself 5 shots behind surprise leader Alex Smalley. While still technically in contention, the gap proved difficult to close on a demanding Aronimink setup. Throughout the tournament, Scheffler was visibly frustrated by certain pin positions and course conditions. Reports suggested he believed several setups bordered on unfair, particularly given the speed and severity of the greens. Still, despite those frustrations, he managed to maintain his composure and remained upbeat for most of the championship. That calm attitude has become a trademark of Scheffler's rise to superstardom. Even during difficult weeks, he rarely allows emotions to boil over publicly. Instead, he accepts the challenge, competes hard, and moves forward. Back in 2024, Scheffler found himself at the center of one of the strangest moments in recent golf history when he was arrested outside Valhalla Golf Club before a tournament round. The incident shocked the sports world and generated massive media attention. Yet Scheffler eventually transformed that bizarre chapter into something positive by donating the autographed hat he wore during the arrest to a charity auction in Louisville. Now, with the PGA Championship officially behind him, Scheffler quickly turns the page toward another opportunity and another title defense. This week's stop at TPC Craig Ranch carries special significance for the Texan star. Not only is the Byron Nelson one of the most historic tournaments on the PGA Tour, but it also takes place close to Scheffler's home in Dallas. Competing in front of family, friends, and local supporters adds an entirely different atmosphere compared to major championships played across the country. Last season, Scheffler delivered a memorable performance at the Byron Nelson, battling fellow Dallas resident Jordan Spieth in a highly anticipated showdown. Both players entered the event with enormous support from local fans eager to see one of their hometown heroes capture the title. After 4 intense rounds, Scheffler ultimately emerged victorious, further cementing his dominance on the PGA Tour and adding another trophy to his growing collection. Now, he returns to TPC Craig Ranch with another chance to defend a title successfully, something only the game's elite have consistently managed to accomplish. Although Scheffler was unable to defend his title at Aronimink this week, the Byron Nelson presents a fresh opportunity to continue building his remarkable resume. The world number one has already confirmed his participation in the $10.3 million event, and given the course's close proximity to his home, preparations are likely already underway. One major advantage for Scheffler is comfort. Unlike many tour stops that require long travel days and unfamiliar surroundings, TPC Craig Ranch offers him a familiar environment where routines remain consistent. He can sleep at home, practice comfortably, and maintain the daily rhythm that has helped him become golf's most reliable player over the last few years. That familiarity could make him even more dangerous. Scheffler's history with title defenses is already impressive for a player still early in his prime. He has previously defended championships successfully at the WM Phoenix Open, the Players' Championship, and the Memorial Tournament. Winning the Byron Nelson again would mark yet another successful repeat victory and place him in increasingly rare historical company. Naturally, comparisons to Tiger Woods continue to follow him. Woods famously built one of the greatest careers in sports history through relentless consistency and an unmatched ability to defend titles repeatedly. Over the course of his legendary PGA Tour career, Tiger successfully defended tournament victories 23 different times, a staggering achievement that remains almost impossible to comprehend. For Scheffler, matching those numbers remains a distant goal. Very few players in golf history have maintained dominance long enough to even approach such milestones. Yet what makes the comparison intriguing is the simple fact that Scheffler still has plenty of time ahead of him. At his best, he combines elite ball striking, mental toughness, strategic patience, and remarkable consistency. Even during weeks where he doesn't contend for a win, he rarely falls completely out of tournaments. That reliability mirrors some of the traits that once made Woods nearly unbeatable during his prime years. Of course, Scheffler himself has never appeared overly interested in chasing historical comparisons. His focus remains narrow, improving every week, competing at the highest level, and giving himself opportunities to win. Leaving Aronimink without a trophy could have easily frustrated most players, especially one ranked number 1 in the world. Instead, Scheffler chose gratitude, professionalism, and optimism. He thanked those around him, shared memorable gifts, smiled for fans, and immediately began preparing for the next challenge. In today's sports landscape, where pressure and scrutiny constantly follow superstar athletes, those small moments matter. And while the PGA Championship leaderboard may not have reflected the ending Scheffler wanted, his response afterward might say even more about the type of champion he has become.